the legal team, Geek Sense, Raven, Sam, Mr. Blitzstick.
You three, man.
Yeah. You man about.
We are live, guys. I'm J1 Further the Cybernerds.
So I'm Mr. Blitztech. And today we've got God of War Ragnarök, Myths of Midgard. This is coming to PS4 and PS5.
Come on.
Can't wait. Like, I'm just surprised they're not dropping more content. Like, this thing's coming out in a couple of months.
No.
Sprinkling.
No.
Just Nolan the thing.
Bruv, just Nolan in the thing is the appropriate. It's God of War. You already know what we're getting.
Yeah.
Just chill, man. Like, just you, man. When I say chill, like, what they're doing, this cool, calm, and collective approach they've got to their game being what's probably going to be the best game of the year. Yeah, man. Just relax, bro. Everything's kind of moved out their way. Like, what other big games are coming out?
Big games.
That's really going to compete for the year. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's a bit mad, isn't it?
Exactly. Everything's kind of moved out the way. God of War. Let's just handle this thing, man. I'm here for this.
But if you haven't already, make sure you're going to our Patreon.
Ooh.
Yes, that's right. TCNFam has got his own Patreon, his own tiers, his own content for you, catered to the gamers. So make sure you go on over to patreon.com/thecybernerds because it's going to be mental.
If you want more gaming content like this, support us on Patreon, please. Understand. Thank you.
Woo!
It's quite the storm we're having. Seems Winter's here to stay. It will pass, though. All things do. In the meantime, how about a story while we warm by the fire?
Girls who spot is these the previous games?
Little man sees more now than he did when he had both eyes. Ah, one of my favorites.
Yo.
It's a story of adventure. A father and son working together to overcome insurmountable odds, setting in motion the greatest war the 9 realms have ever seen. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Let's start from the beginning. There once was a god from a far-off land who settled in Midgard, disguised as a man. He started a new life, had a wife and a boy. They were happy together. In peace, they found joy. His wife passed away. Kratos mourned with his son. But where one journey ended, a new had begun. Faye's final request, though it seemed rather bleak, spread my ashes atop the 9 realms' tallest peak. As they readied themselves for the long road ahead, a stranger accosted them in their homestead. Baldur sought answers as Odin's hand. Kratos gave none to the Aesir firebrand. They made way for the mountains. Kratos taught the boy skills, keeping godhood a secret, but training to kill. Gods were always in danger, this Kratos knew, but secrets, he'd learn, could harm the boy too. They found Mimir in a tree, punishment for his wrongs, so they lopped off his head, and they brought him along. Mimir held ancient wisdom and knew the lost god of war. He warned, tell the boy, but Kratos ignored.
No, now hold on a minute. Is that all that's in there about me?
Something to add?
Actually, yes, I do.
I can't
You
stop
see,
talking.
Odin, in all of his dreadfully paranoid wisdom, trapped me in that bloody tree for perceived wrongs. And I led quite the colourful life before even meeting him. It all started when I was just a lad in the service of a great fairy king.
Riveting stuff, really. We'll have to get back to that later.
No, don't turn the page.
I bet you that's
If
part
Mimir
of
were telling the story,
the second game, the sequel.
Anyways.
More Mimir's story. Watch.
they met Freya, masquerading as a witch in the woods. A god knows a god. She would aid where she could. She cautioned, you must tell your son he's divine. But Kratos dismissed her.
Kratos is
He'd
mad.
regret this in time.
He is
On the road, Baldur's allies, Thor's sons, attacked. Something snapped in Atreus as he tried to fight back. The Aesir lost the battle, but Atreus fell too. Kratos rushed him to Freya. She would know what to do. Freya was disheartened with the father's neglect, but With the heart of Hell's troll, she could save his son yet. Kratos thundered through Helheim and slew the great troll. He had captured its heart, but in his, burned a hole. He returned with his offering. Freya cast a keen spell, and Atreus was healed, though not all was well. Kratos sat with his son, and for once he was true, revealing he was a god. And Atreus was too. Delighted at first, it seemed all would go smoothly. Then arrogance followed and bent Atreus toward cruelty. With tensions flared, Baldur preyed on their discord,
this, man.
casting
Mad.
back into Helheim Kratos and his ward. In Helheim, they learned Freya caused Baldur's plight. His mother's ill-conceived curse robbed his life of all light. They emerged from the realm as they neared Journey's end, but Baldur appeared and attacked once again. Atreus and Kratos were ready this time, stronger together with their power combined. Freya intervened on behalf of her son, begging Baldur's forgiveness for all that
That
she'd
battle?
done.
Mad.
Baldur strangled his mother. Kratos lunged with a snap. Baldur slumped. Freya wailed. And he died in her lap. Something changed in the world. Snow started to fall. The dawn of Fimbulwinter.
Kratos should have let him kill his mum, you know, and killed him after, fam. Like, this was mad.
Atreus asked, "Is this what it means to be gods? Killing our parents forever at odds?" "No!" Kratos bellowed as he dropped to one knee. "We will be the gods that we choose to be."
That's
Come
bad
on.
coming from him, though.
Together,
It is, but nah,
we
fam.
peak,
Nah,
finding
it's
Jotunheim
And Atreus is gonna do the same.
Giants retreat.
can't, man. Nah, bro, I'm still not ready for that if that's what it is,
they
fam.
had led. The boy's mother was giant, they learned as they read. Atreus walked to the cliffside. Kratos eyed the wall slowly. Beneath the boy's picture, a name was etched. Loki. They scattered her ashes and watched as they lifted. Over rolling red hills, the wind danced, and it drifted. Standing side by side, feeling hopeful and new, the boy was at peace. And the father was too. With their promise fulfilled, they returned to their home. They trained day after day, lest they'd reap what they'd sown.
Can we get a cake like that? Right.
Atreus grew restless. Wary, Kratos remained. Ragnarok loomed as the great winter waned.
Don't tell me you're thinking of stopping here. Things were just getting good.
Well, I suppose we could go on a bit longer.
An excellent idea. This is the most dramatic part.
This guy.
A second thought. Perhaps we better cut it short.
It seems that we're out of time. If you want to know how this story ends, I'm afraid you'll have to find out for yourself.
Come on.
Woo!
Until then.
Yep. Beginning of November is gonna be legit. I'm pretty sure that's the actress who plays the witch. What's her face?
How come, man?
We just heard her name as well.
100 times, fam. Yeah. Balder's mum.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear
That's
that.
pretty legit as well.
The Valkyrie Queen. Freya. There you go.
That's
Bam.
it. Yeah.
Like, nah, man. Bruv. So gassed for the part 2, man. Like, so gassed. Like, it's just, I think with this game, it's like, I have no concerns. Zero. It's like, if they gave me almost a carbon copy of the first game with just added story, I'd be fine. But knowing them lot, it's gonna just be bigger and better, because the first game, it was like they was holding back almost. Like, even in terms of like when you go to the realms and it's like you can access 4 realms and there's 3 other realms already there. Like, yeah, we wanted to, but we do you know what I'm saying? So I'm so glad for that opportunity to like play more, and I just want more everything that it was doing in the first game. I want bigger and better skill trees. I want better customization in terms of outfits and armor. I want more freedom in terms of the open map. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't have any concerns that I think they're gonna give everything. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just cool.
Yeah, man. Just like within 7 minutes, this whole recap of God of War, like, even though it's good, like for me, just hearing this story, I'm like, that's legit. But playing through it, it's like a whole different experience. So like Ragnarok for me, like you're saying, I just can't wait now. To be honest, I just want to see what new battles they're gonna present. What new, like, are we gonna meet Odin? Definitely gonna fight against Thor. What's the battle with Freya gonna be like? What's Atreus gonna do? What's his name with Loki about? All this kind of stuff for me is just gonna be mind blowing. I don't care, like, if this is just the ending, if this is just a part 2 of this mythology or whatever. I believe in these guys, and just like I said, in 7 minutes, wrapped up this story, like the part 1, which
Loved
is like 40 hours.
Yeah, it's mad because it was like in my head, I was like, oh man, do you have to do another playthrough? And I was like, because I don't really like watching like, oh, this is the story. But this, like them dropping this and just being like, just in case you haven't played the game and this is your first time picking up God of War Ragnarok, which is a sequel, but it's still titled like a standalone game. You watch this, you get the game, you play. It's like they've made this beautiful system of like all of our games are just standalone games now.
Yeah.
With, do you know what I'm saying? With befores and afters, do you know what I'm saying? I love the way they've like positioned it like that, bro. Because now it's just like each game will be timeless, and each game, if it's not good, you kind of just can forget about. You can push it to the side and be like, play God of War, and then play whatever came after that. So, but yeah, man, it's gonna be fire, and I'm so ready for this, bro.
Yeah, it's even funny that you said, because obviously I played the trilogy, the PSP ones. And I remember distinctly playing just number 3. And number 3 just stands out. Even like you said, even just by itself, like the stuff you go through, like you don't really care what became before, because that just feels like
it's
beginning, middle, and end. Yeah. And then playing with God of Ragnarok, or just God of War, playing that as well, like they just restart everything. Even just the story of the mum, you don't know who the mum is. Yeah. For me, that still mystery. I'm like, is she someone prevalent in this world that's actually going to affect Atreus? All those kind of questions is kind of like a lot, and I don't even care if they even tell who the mum is. Like, they even say who she is or not.
See, I want more mystery, because it's like the mythology in this game is so deep. Like the whole thing with like Tyr, and like me, I was coming up with mad theories like Kratos and Tyr are the same person, and timelines, and I just want more of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the mum has been led them through the whole first journey, so. It's got to lead us. She's got to lead us to somewhere here. Like, I think when he finds out everything about his mum, he will understand who he is as Loki, and then that might turn him against Kratos. I don't know why, because maybe like the mum was like one of the last giants, so it's like maybe there's some sort of like mission that was there or something that she was trying to do, and I'm just here for it, fam. I'm just ready for this story, fam.
Yeah, I just feel for Kratos, man. He's going through it.
Yeah, he's been through it, man. And even for me, someone who just picked up Kratos in the last game, because I didn't really play the first, like anything before PS4's God of War, I didn't really play. If something happens to Kratos in this next game, it's gonna be mad, bruv. But I feel like it's a Joel situation all over again.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, and I know it's like some people are like, oh, they've had Kratos for decades and decades, bro. But in one game, bro, I'm attached to this guy.
That's
so
it's
gonna be mad, fam. It's gonna be mad.
Written really well, man. Yeah, man. God of War is just like November. Like I say, just make sure all your games are just cleaned up. I've got a problem because my backlog forever continues.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it right now.
But this is gonna be legit. We can't wait. But guys, if you can't wait as well for more content from us, head over to our patreon.com/The Cybernerds Gaming. More gaming content we're going to provide for you, and just support us so we can support you. And yeah, man, like the video, God of War. Which one did you like before Ragnarok? Actually, that's what I want to know the most. Did you like 1, 2, 3 Ghost of Sparta, God of War? Which one's your favorite? And we'll see you there. I'm sorry, Mr. Blitztech.
J1 for the Cybernerds.
Peace.